Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Georgetown Hoyas.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game. A one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now we'll look at UCLA's starting lineup. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free. Then it's Fresh. And it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's denied. And now the Hoyas on the break. Here's Price. UCLA grabs the miss. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long, really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. They've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Fires from 14. A nice shot by Roberts.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Outside Randolph to the paint. Here's Free. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set. Whoa, that'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
The Bruins making a switch here. Johnson, he's checked in for Looney. Morris comes in for Campbell. Martin's checked in for Fresh. And starts is subbed in for Free. On defense, the Bruins. They trail by 3. Now here's Harkless. The dish to Freak. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Freak's got 9 points.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Starks kicks to Morris. Starks outside. Stolen by Warren. Here's the break. Jumps up.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Tipped away. Freak in at power forward. Also Warren out there, and it's Felix in at the 3, the small forward. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
And for the Bruins, we got Starks, and it's Johnson in at the 4 spot. So both teams making some changes here. Hoyas leading by 5. And for Georgetown, Freak, he's in at power forward. He's out there with Price, and it's Randolph in at the shooting guard. Here's Freak. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And guys, thinking again about the Bruins being so dominant during those decades, they set so many records in that time frame, won 88 games in a row, which is still a record for men's basketball.
And it's the Bruins with the ball, following the miss by Freak. Fresh from outside, off the mark.
And you know, with Freak, you can see with his combination of size and movement why people are so high on him at the next level. I mean, there is no ceiling to how good he can be.
It just isn't very often that you have a big man as polished as Freak. There are a lot of guys his size and a lot of players who are as skilled as he is, but it is rare to have it all in one play.
And you think about the impact those years of dominance have had on UCLA. I mean, still one of the most honored and storied and decorated programs in the United States. I mean, they are the program on the West Coast, although the Wildcats might argue, at least recently.
Here's Campbell. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. That's good, and the Hoyas' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Free. And here are the Hoyas now. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Freak throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to
And some
long
changes here for the
rebounds
Bruins.
in the transition
Johnson,
point.
he's checked in for...
Make the defense move. Pass a good shot or a great shot. Let the game come to you. You're forcing the issue too much.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
So on the floor for UCLA. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. Randolph can't hit.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Bruins have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Hudson the pass to Randall. Here's Freak. UCLA grabs the miss. Down low, here's Looney. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Looney's got his second bucket tonight. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the 2 highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today. That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
The pass to Campbell. Here's Free. Pass to Looney. Here's Free, guarded by Price, and that's out of bounds. UCLA will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here's Free. Pass to Barton. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Freak. And here are the Hoyas now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Harkless dishes to Freak. Feeds it to Harkless. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harkless has got it all tied up now for the Hoyas.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Here's Barton. Johnson the screen. Barton kicks to Johnson. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the three ball is good. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harkless with it. Out to the right wing. Now here's Freak. D right on him. No basket. That's his fourth miss in 11 attempts from the floor. Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. Also Warren out there. And it's Harkless in at the point guard position.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school?
And Georgetown also making a switch. Freak's checked in. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And it's the Bruins with the ball. They lead by 4. And so they foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Morris passes to Free, and now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the 1-and-1. Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Randolph can't hit. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
There's 10 seconds left here in the second half. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Kicks to Price. He dishes it to Freak. From past the arc, it's off. So it's UCLA picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, is the visit. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Georgetown Hoyas taking on the UConn Huskies.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Freak in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Price. Hudson is out there with Trice. And it's Randolph in a 2-guard.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
Tries with it. There's the screen. The dish now to Freak. From 10 feet out, again Georgetown.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Splitter sets a screen. Day the pass to Splitter. Here is Keefe. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Now here's Trice. He's tightly guarded. Now here's Freak. And the rebound goes to Martin. UConn with the ball. Trailing by 2. Martin the screen. Joseph dishes to Martin. And the wing jumper offline.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here's Freak. From the stripe. Not enough on that one as it misses. They've got Martin, and it's Splitter in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside for Martin. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
And for Georgetown, Freak in at power forward. Also Hudson out there. Trice is out there with Price. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what.
We need to calm down.
He's going to get his work.
We're taking too many shots.
And that's why so many are
ball
confident.
moving and run something on the offensive
Completely
end.
new group here for the Hoyas.
Let's throw it down inside.
Huskies on
and run
offense.
some pick and roll cover.
Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The Georgetown Hoyas have had so many great centers. Greg Monroe, Roy Hibbert, some of the more great recent guys.
Yeah, but don't forget about the one who kind of set that trend in motion. Patrick Ewing was just a dominant force. And then you had Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning. And it's amazing. All of these guys we just named were picked in the top 7 of the NBA draft.
Here's Splitter. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the Hoyas making a change here. Hudson's checked in. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And it's Freak missing. The Huskies leading by 3. Splitter sets a screen. Keefe passes to Splitter. He feeds it to Day. Goes back up. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Wow, got that one off.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. UConn leads by 5. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Price. Trice is out there with Hudson, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot. Splitter sets a screen. Keefe passes to Splitter, and he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that way.
Teams changing it up here. Georgetown trails by 3. Feeds it to Freak. Lets it go from 11. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Freak's got 10 points in the game. Here is Day. Pass to Joseph. It's blocked. Now Harkless. They've got Martin, and it's Joseph in at the 3. Outside Randolph. And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession.
John Trice.
The Huskies on offense. It's a 1-point game. Cutting the screen. Here is Day. Here's Joseph. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closer. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Day, the pass to Keefe. Kicks it to Splitter. Here is Keefe. Tries from 16. Good D by Price. Trice dishes to Randolph and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And that one misses. Pierce is checked in for UConn. In for Georgetown. Hudson's checked in for Hodges, and Freak subbed in for Warren. Trice kicks to Freak. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
There's 42 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Ball stolen. It's tipped. Here's Randolph. Here's Freak. Down low. Pass to Day. In the corner, it's Martin. The feed to Day. three-footer with a screen on Randolph. Day kicks to Martin. Missed. Here's Splitter. It's off.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Here's Randolph. Count it! So the Hoyas win it. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.